Alright, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Um, we about to get into it. Puffinstein 514 at Twitch. BC Spankdog at Instagram, and Robert Lopez at Facebook. All right, so I've been trying to go live on Instagram. I have been going live on Instagram, but every time it's over, since it's new to me, I'm supposed to save the broadcast, and I haven't noticed where it was at. So, the last like 2, 3 broadcasts, even though they're on YouTube and Facebook, they weren't saved to Instagram. But I'm gonna figure that out. That's why I'm a little slow motion right now, because I'm checking out the Instagram page, and we looking good. I'm gonna just leave it the way it is. When I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna try to make sure that I save it this time. All right. So we got some stuff coming your way. The reason I titled it Aliens and Tigers and Bears. Oh my, that's the Wizard of Oz. It's supposed to be lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. And we got some alleged aliens and UFO sightings. Everything alleged, speculatory. It's okay for everybody to contemplate what's going on, to wonder if I look up in my sky and I see something I've never seen before, and my government and my state are telling me they don't know neither, except for the 3 whistleblowers. But they weren't whistleblowers because, I wouldn't say they weren't whistleblowers. I don't really know to what degree they risked, but they were granted permission to talk because it was getting so bad that it didn't matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was coming out. You know what I'm saying? The people were seeing stuff in the skies. I'm definitely gonna gear more towards other things. A lot of stuff is going on with hip hop and the music industry, the movie industry, and on the quest, on a quest to try to make my channel a good channel. I didn't turn into a gossiper or nothing like that. And another thing is I know better than to badmouth people just on some, I'll never run into them. First of all, that's not why you do it. You do it because you would do it no matter what. And second of all, that whole I'll never run into them until you run into them. You know what I'm saying? Or they make the meeting happen without your without you knowing. But yeah, man, you gotta be easy. People make mistakes, man. And I'm still gonna do my thing when something in the news is like taking over the news and it's everywhere. Yeah, I'll speak on it. But I'm just, first things first, whether a person messed up or not. I'm not really into calling people out their names. So it'll never be like he's a dummy, he's this, you know what I'm saying? I'll say he's a slime ball sometimes, and then to be honest with you, that's just the truth sometimes. But if you wouldn't say it to their face, don't say it behind their back. You know what I mean? And it's just on some respect stuff. I don't know if people don't agree, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I stand on what I talk about. You know, that's why I get respect where I come from. So, but anyway, we're gonna get into one of the things I seen earlier. You know what I'm saying? looks great. Like I said, I don't know if it's AI. I don't know if it's our own government, another government, actual UFOs. I don't know. But the one I'm gonna show you right now looks bugged out. Like it looks like the spacecraft is firing like plasma shots and stuff. It looks bugged out. Let me see, where was it? I think I gotta go to you. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I got the dribble documentary done. I'm gonna launch it in the morning. I might launch it in the middle of the night so people could wake up to it. You know what I'm saying? The dribble documentary came out slamming. You guys are gonna like it. I try to not leave anybody out. Big shout out to Ali Mo and AO. Rest in peace. I forget which one passed. Let's look it up. It's worth looking up. You know, we'll find out which one passed so we can stay resting to the right purpose. It's that's respect. All right. Who passed away from the N1 mixtape tour? And, and I know that Escalade, rest in peace, Escalade, you know, but there was one that was such an dribbler. The stuff he used to do was Escalade. Yeah. Rest in peace, Ali Mo. Shout out to AO2, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I wanted to get them two into the dribble documentary. But like once you start the documentary, once you know, there was so much stuff going on. At one point the editing software froze and I thought I lost 2 weeks worth of work. Yeah. So when I booted my computer back up, I was like, oh, thank you for still being there. Like when you get a laptop, you know, they have good laptops for good prices, but when it comes to specifications, if you got an 8 GB RAM and look up the processors, I forgot there was a way you could tell them apart. And there's a video explaining what processors are stronger. So check the processor, check the RAM, and even now the solid state hard drives and the regular hard drives are different. So you want to get a solid state hard drive, but what happens now is you get less gigabytes. But now I remember when you was only getting 24 gigabytes on a solid state hard drive. Now you get like 500 gigabytes, a terabyte on the laptop. But this is what I was trying to tell you. I spent 200 on mine, and it's a 8 GB RAM. It's a nice processor. The other thing that matters is the hard drive. It's a solid state hard drive, but even the solid state hard drive, it probably has write speeds. So what I'm telling you is, if you got to spend the extra $100 on your laptop to get the extra storage, RAM, get a solid state hard drive, get a good graphics card or a graphics card, because some laptops have bull crap graphic cards, because a lot of people don't use laptops to play video games. But you want a good graphics card because everything counts. So yeah, if you're working through your computer, or you plan on trying to start becoming a content creator, an editor, anything that the job works off the computer, get yourself the computer for the best price, but with the best specifications. Trust me. You know, I was pretty sure that it saved it when it froze, but still, that little inkling of 2 weeks disappearing, working hard too, spending hours and hours every day, you know, So, but anyway, let's get into the video. Oh yeah, the one about Santa Claus, going postal. But I told you guys that I don't want to because it's almost like an active shooting type stuff. I don't even want to glamorize that no more. I feel it's more prevalent now because of how much it's in the media. So we're gonna steer away from that. All right, the Family Feud guy. All right, we're gonna definitely do the UFO jump off. Big shout out to the third phase of everywhere. This coming, and they got a documentary out on Amazon Prime too. So you know, they're just a good channel. Period. As far as like this content, so I shout them out big time. You know what I'm saying? A matter of fact, I already seen a little bit of this. It deserves a like, and I'm gonna make sure that. All right. Yeah, the camera's bugging out. I hate this when it does this. All right, so hold on 1 second, people. The mic goes out when the camera goes out. Nah, I don't think so. All right, let me share this real quick. All right, we're about to get it shaking like bacon. Ah, this one's so good. Listen, I'm gonna full screen it because I want you guys to get the best glimpse you can at this. So when I disappear, don't worry, I'm still here. But I'm gonna take myself out the equation for a second, and I'm gonna let you guys get a good look at this.
In from China, people running.
Yeah, big shout out to third phase of
drones, UFOs everywhere. This coming in from China, people running is a massive event happens over there.
Wow,
guys.
Look at that. And they said run.
So we got the breaking news right here at Third Phase Moon. This is just one video of many that we're going to go over. Incoming President Donald.
See, but the thing that gets me is that was in China. So if it's our government, what are they saying, that we're playing with our toys in China, or maybe we're down with them on the down low, like that little secret club? Maybe they're not, at odds as we think. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, like I said, is a lot of speculating going on. A lot of wondering, contemplation about what the hell is this we keep seeing in the sky, and it's not nothing people should be feeling bad about, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a 14-year-old son that doesn't speak. You're gonna tell me I'm not supposed to be worried about what's in my sky? It's not my sky, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I gotta protect my son. Not to mention my mom's and my wife, but especially my boy. My boy is vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I don't know if this is valid. I don't know if eventually they're gonna go away and They're gonna put away the toys. I don't know if it's really something from another galaxy or from within this galaxy. I don't know, but I'm hoping that everything goes back to normal. And worst case scenario, they come in peace. You know what I'm saying? But they're
Jay
letting
Trump's
they're let you can see it. They're letting liquid out of well, in one of the videos I seen mist coming out of whatever it was in the air. It looked like a drone, but I don't know what it is, and it's letting mist come out of it. And it's obviously, well, like I said, you never know with AI. It could have been fake, but it looked like mist was being sprayed into the air. Now, when you watch this one that I'm showing you right now, you're gonna see them insinuate that they're spraying stuff in the air again, but the guy who's narrating says we don't know for sure if that's true. It could be a beam of light, he says. Watch.
says these mystery drones all over the world, the country. Can this really be happening without our government's knowledge? I don't think so. Let the public know and now, otherwise shoot them down.
I don't know if I disagree with him only because it hasn't gotten. Nah, I don't even know if I disagree with him. If they're really releasing stuff into the air, then who knows what the stuff is. I can't say that I disagree with Donald Trump. He's gonna be our president. That does affect me in certain ways, and he's ours to deal with, whether the people that voted for him made a good call or not. We're gonna find out. And he's the leader of the country right now, and until he blatantly does something he shouldn't do, I want to see what he does.
Donald J. Trump just made this recent
I'm not
statement on
saying I
his
disagree with him
Twitter,
though.
and this is kind of making the rounds right now. But what's making the rounds also is the late breaking news. Apparently, these drones are ejecting plasmic lasers, unknown. Basically, it looks like they're shooting at something, and other people are speculating that there's something being sprayed around. Take a look at this.
I'm not the beam of light thing. Oh, what's up, Barbara? I just
look at
that. Hold on.
Look at that.
You know, we gotta hit pause. Let me read the comments. I get hype when I see the comments. Yes, I hope you too. Same thing, man. Happy New Year, man. Or Happy New Year's Eve. Yeah, hell yeah. If he's gonna roll up, my bro. He's gonna roll up for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving for New Year's. You know what I'm saying? So like he's definitely gonna be here to be the see the ball drop. But very slim chance he won't roll up. And then she writes something. Yeah, there's a good comment from Barbara. I'm gonna definitely show that. The government knows everything that goes on. It's a satellite in the sky that tracks weather. All right, cool. Listen, yeah. Let me tell you something. First of all, there's drones in the sky. There's planes in the sky, helicopters, jets, satellites, drones, and maybe something else. I don't know. Do I think the government knows what's going on? Yes, I do. Am I right? I don't know. Like I don't know at all. So I wouldn't tell people, yeah, don't worry about it. It's the government. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if they said, tell us what you think, and I'm like, I don't know, and they're like, no, you gotta say something. You gotta give us your true gut instinct for now, at least. I would say I think they know, let me tell you something. One thing about, and this is not me even talking tough or nothing like that. The USA don't play. You know what I'm saying? And that's not. You got to remember that I'm a citizen who gets very mad at our government. So I'm not gonna like shout them out for no reason. You get what I'm saying? If I'm saying that I really believe that, and out and the USA don't play. So like for all these things to be flying around and them not like be lighting it up, it don't look right. You know what I'm saying? In my especially when if they're letting out a mist. So if yeah, definitely I think they would have been not having it, especially about them releasing whatever it is they were releasing into the air. So just to make a long story short, if they asked me, I would say I think they know, and the reason I think they know is because I think they would have been on some. Look at how they treat their own citizens. You see all the time, police throwing people on the floor. I doubt they're gonna let things fly around their skies. You gotta understand, if you're flying your drone, you can have the police run up on you and say, "Yo, you can't be flying your drone there." You think they're gonna let all this stuff fly around the sky without getting on some like, nah, y'all can't be doing that? I doubt it highly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fear. They talk about, yes, that's a big thing too. With fear comes control. You know, let me tell you something. I really believe wholeheartedly in no fear. Is it an easy concept to grasp? No, it's not. Are some people out there built to be courageous? Yes. Was I probably one of the ones that didn't want problems? Yeah. Did my father tell me I don't care if you don't want problems, you're gonna go outside and fight anyway? Yes. Does that change you? Yes. So like you know, I'm not scared. Being scary makes you do stupid stuff. A lot of this stuff that's going on with the people being on the down low in Hollywood and the music industry, that's all because they're ashamed of liking the same gender, being attracted to the same gender, and they rather do deviant stuff than come out the closet. You know, that's big facts. You know, and if you had no fear, you would say, you know what, I don't care what nobody thinks, and you would let people know what it is. Then you wouldn't have to do deviant stuff. You wouldn't have to send your driver to go get somebody for you because you're scared to come out the closet. You know what I mean? So we're gonna hit play on this. I want y'all guys to really see this. I'm gonna let this rock for a second because now it's gonna get where you see quite a few things that are very interesting.
He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is crazy, man. Look at this guy. They're spraying the skies.
It's time for a puff. Puffy, puffy, puffy. Puff Spanky. Puff Puffy.
Look, he just sprayed that. This guy. This guy just sprayed that.
But the narrator
this
says
video's
he's not
making the
sure.
rounds on X at the moment. We're looking at it. Apparently, this man is convinced that something is being ejected, a spray coming out of a drone. Brent, your thoughts here?
Yeah, we've got a couple submissions right into third phase. This is one. This one, I'm not sure. Could it be just a contrail and maybe the moon's a light, or maybe even the setting sun is kicking off the trail right there?
Yeah, it's been going on forever in Hollywood, stuff like that in the music industry, of course. all the way back to the Wizard of Oz days, and maybe even before that.
Not sure if anything's being sprayed. Interesting video. We still got more coming in with this kind of like people are saying that something's being ejected from these drones. I'm not sure yet on this one. We just got information though that there was a crashed drone in New Jersey, UFO, whatever you want to call it.
He wasn't
and
sure.
We're going to be breaking that story coming up here real soon. Coming up, watch this. This video is coming in from Oregon, multiple orbs, drones. This one, these look like plasmic orbs to me. They look totally different from what we're seeing over New Jersey. What is going on right now? I think it's a mix of both ET, maybe observing this infiltration of a psycho operation. Who the heck knows? What's just it?
Why are the captions so small?
Apparently what we're looking at is some of the cleanest footage from New Jersey of what look like, and this definitely looks triangular. TR3B, something within our assets. This is some kind of massive operation. Yeah, look how big this thing is. It's almost the size of a school bus. Some people are saying it's the size of a small cars, but this one's huge and it's just low over the neighborhood. Man, Trump saying shoot him down if the military's around, and if they got the means, I would say take it out of the sky.
You heard him too?
We got in, and take a look at that. Now we got these unknown drones releasing something right there. 2 projectiles coming off these things. And again, there's this video that I'm about to share with you that shows some of these pilots, when they engage them, they become evasive and defensive. And look at this. More.
You heard him, right? He said when they track them, they become evasive and defensive. Now, then, if that's our government, then that would have to be an acting job. That's if, like people were right about it being our own government. That means that they would have to be playing, like pretending.
More evidence. Isn't that thing's just tracking it too? Like we got one bigger drone and then that one small orb. Very strange videos coming in here. Wow, this is getting more bizarre by the moment. Look at it; it just separates from itself. Like it's seem like they're one craft, and it just does this multiple separation of orbs that are dancing in the night skies. It just traverses. This is some of the most unique footage that I've seen coming in of the clearest video of these drones, UFOs, UAPs, whatever they are. We don't know what they are. Something just got shot down, and we might find out what's the makeup of these of the technology that we're looking at here. But that is amazing stuff. Look at it. You can see the escort right there, 2 of them. News, the major news is talking about it, obviously.
These drones, some of them size of bicycles, size of small cars. So from what you understand and all the, you don't know who's behind these. You don't know what the intent of the drone is. They don't know who's controlling the drones. They don't know where the drones are landing or taking off from. None of the above.
They know absolutely nothing.
And that is incredible in its nature. And what's happening in China right now, these people are in shock. We opened it up tonight's episode with this video. We wanted to give it a little bit more coverage. Here's the rock.
I think the people on the ground don't know what's going on. There's no way in the world all the governments have no clue unless it's really going down. And I don't think that, I don't want that. And like I said, the only way that would be okay is if they were really coming in peace. Remember what I said to people, no fear. That's some biblical stuff right there. I'm not well versed in the good book like from front to back, like the back of my hand. No, but I do know a lot of the important stories, and I know that in the Bible it makes mention of being, fearless, not having fear, because fear will make you, you know, make a bad decision because you're worried and you're not, being the person that would make a logical decision because they're not thinking in the terms of a coward.
All right, let's get a close up. In my opinion, we're looking at some celestial event. I don't think these are drones.
Yeah, hard telling. This is a little, we don't know the context behind this video. Could it be some sort of Chinese display? But definitely see something exploding in the sky, creating all this plasmic discharge as the orbs kind of fall to the ground. You can see the people running, trying to take cover. Some are kind of, and it's kind of gleefully shock and awe at the same time, which I can imagine if
That
we
looks
saw something like
insane.
this. This is really clear, precise footage of.
Guys, look at that. It looks really. I mean, it looks like the 4th of July. But knowing that it's not fireworks is what makes it, you know, way more interesting, but also creepy.
Something, an event that's happening over the sky at China. Now we just need to know what's really going on. Are these drones being maybe dropped out of the sky by some sort of weapon? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe China's using their own kind of technology to shoot down these things if it's indeed happening.
Do you think that the U.S. could be in cahoots with the Chinese government, even though, on the news they're always talking about how China and the U.S. don't get along? But do you think maybe, you know, without on some secrecy stuff, they got like an agreement going about maybe UFO crashes, and we're not the only one that reverse engineered it. Maybe they have reverse engineered stuff. Maybe all the country, maybe any of the countries that have this type of stuff decided to bring it out and test it. I'm grasping at straws here. People, help me out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is what I'm saying, Barbara. If it's our government, then what does it have to do with China? Unless we're in cahoots with China on the whole. Well, you got to remember too. Project Bluebeam does. They talk about one world order. So the fake alien invasion is supposed to make it so that they could put the new world order into play. Allegedly. Like I said, everything speculatory, everything allegedly, but yeah, they said it was to put the new world order into play. That don't mean that I believe them, but that if you read about the Project Bluebeam, that's what it says. I could bring it up right now. Look, matter of fact, look, I'm gonna show y'all guys something. So you know that I don't be feeding y'all nonsense. Project Bluebeam definition. It's all one word. Not all one. I mean, Bluebeam is all one word. All right. I guess I they should. I'm probably gonna come up with I mean, what is Project Bluebeam? All right, I'm gonna just go to the first one real quick because Wikipedia is right underneath it. But I'm just like, let me go to the top result, see if they got the. All right, listen. This is me reading from Newsweek. It says, but it says the recent surge in mysterious drone sightings across the United States has sparked the resurgence of the Project Blue Beam conspiracy theory, which global elites plan to fake an alien invasion. Now, I'm going to read this to you guys again. A matter of fact, I'm going to share the tab with you guys. You know, now you definitely know that I'm not, that I know what I'm talking about. Getting it off a screen. It's not like you're seeing it with your own eyes. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. Merlin be killing me. Now let me see something real quick, people. The recent surge in mysterious about since mid-November, thousands of people in New Jersey and New York have reported seeing drones in the sky. But a month, I think it's supposed to be a month in, not a month on. A month in, the FBI says it does not know who is responsible or where they came from. The lack of answers has led some lawmakers to accuse government agencies of concealing information, and several theories about the drones have could have been proposed. Yeah, there's typos in here. That's the second typo. I'm gonna go to the one underneath it. All right, I'm checking out the comments right now. Yeah, I seen that too. The car. Yeah, they have a hover car. What a coinky dink, right? That they got a hover car, and they're like, yeah, that's technology we've never seen. There's no propulsion. You know, it's anti-gravity. But you guys already admitted that we were gonna have hovercrafts driving around the city or something like that. All right, so let me read this real quick. This is the second one. This is on Wikipedia. Okay, this is the guy who started Project Bluebeam. All right, so I'm sorry I don't got it right now. No, but maybe later when I have more time. Okay. Serge Monast, I believe, is the guy who is mostly known. There it goes. Mostly known for his promotion of the Project Bluebeam conspiracy theory, which posits a plot to facilitate a totalitarian world government by destroying Abrahamic religions and replacing them with a new age belief system using futuristic NASA technology and involving a fake alien invasion or fake extraterrestrial encounter meant to deceive nations into uniting under an I said it before, you guys, into uniting under a new world government. So you guys know what it is, man. I mean, as far as me telling you guys the truth, as far as like which one to pick, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, all I'm doing is processing information like all the rest of you guys, you know. And that's why too, for me the channel is important because, I'd rather process the information with Barbara and Matt Ritchie and Frankie Blanco and Chola, than by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is bugged out, you know. let me let me get that back up though real quick. Yeah, yo, that's funny you said that, Barbara. It's crazy. You be on point. Yo, the Jetsons, right? The Simpsons too. And the Simpsons ain't even supposed to be futuristic. You know what I'm saying? The Jetsons was supposed to be futuristic, but Simpsons ain't even supposed to be futuristic. Uh, yeah, the Simpsons are wild. Every time I see that they predicted something, but the Jetsons were pretty on point too. You know, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That they're all in cahoots. Your last comment I'm referring to when I said they all in cahoots with each other. See, NASA has already been testing stuff with China. Yeah, and like I said, just because they say that we're not getting along with another country, don't mean that the elites from that country aren't in communication with the elites from another country. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's all alleged, it's all speculation. And like I said, you can't blame people for wondering. You know, I haven't seen nothing yet, and I'm still like on some. I want answers. Imagine the people that have literally like those Chinese people that were running. They were scared. You know what I'm saying? They were scared. Oh yeah, 7 days a week for real? I thought it was like 6 days a week, like 10 hours or something. I knew it was bad, or I thought it was bad, but I didn't know they went 7 days a week. It's crazy. All right. So let me share this again real quick. I definitely want to see some more. Watch when you see the what I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, watch. That's funny you said that, the Godzilla thing. Yeah, it's funny you said that.
Phenomenon of this massive. I don't know. I don't want to call it an invasion. Let me just tell you, it's not an invasion from ET. It's an invasion from within. So
That's
let's just
like
get
I
that.
said. Yeah, yo, listen, Barbara, you just said it, I said it, and then he said it. And it was the only three people. It's a consensus. 3 out of 3 people believe that even though it's in a different country, it's still the elite doing, like testing their toys, I guess you could call it. And like I said, that's still speculation. We still don't know.
Own kind of technology to shoot down these things if it's indeed happening. The phenomenon of this massive. I don't know. I don't want to call it an invasion. Let me just tell you, it's not an invasion from ET. It's an invasion from within.
Another thing is he don't want to, he's trying to guess right. He's trying to go with his gut, and his gut tells him that I don't think that we're being invaded. To be honest with you, I think that they reverse engineered stuff, and like I said, I think they reverse engineered stuff.
Just get that straight. But maybe China's having this phenomenon as well of the unknown. Who's behind it? Maybe a major corporation, uh, private corporation, a rogue corporation unleashing these drones, or is it somebody within
Yo,
our
that's a
own
good shot. Yeah, that looks.
country? And
That's a good one. Right?
what we're hearing is Space Force, but I don't know. We in our own.
That's a good shot right there. What are those? What are those? What are those? No, I'm just kidding.
Our own country, and what we're hearing is Space Force, but I don't know. We'll get to more things here. Take a look at this.
Yeah, look at, yeah. Just when we thought they didn't have laser blasters or whatever it is.
That thing is completely stationary shooting.
Yeah.
Right, things are getting a little bit on edge here. Look at what's going on over in New Jersey. We have a drone. Apparently, in this video, and in my opinion, I think
You could act like you know it all. Not anybody in particular, but I'm saying a person can act like they know everything. Man, people don't know anything unless you're in the room with them. And that's even if it is them, there's still, a chance that it's something extraterrestrial because like I said, I'm not, in the fold, in the know.
we're looking at something legit. These weapons, these plasmic beams of light being ejected out of this unknown drone that's not ET in nature. I don't think ET would come millions of light years away to start doing this.
No, definitely not. But we're looking at
Yeah,
that's
you
gonna
see what I
kinda
mean?
scare-
That was very good, Barbara. Barbara, you're not feeling him on that right there. Listen to what he says right there.
Drone that's not ET in nature. I don't think ET would come.
Listen, this is such a cool sentence. He crushes it right now.
Drone that's not ET in nature. I don't think ET would come millions of light years away to start doing this.
Me neither.
No, definitely not. But we're looking at something that's gonna kind of scare the hell out of everybody. We're looking.
It is scaring people. Remember you said fear before? Oh yeah, definitely. I think I did already. Let me check though, just in case. Yeah, I had like already. You already know. I'll be shouting them out. Third phase of the moon. They're really good. It's like they encourage people to share and let people know.
At this orb drones over a low neighborhood in New Jersey, just spitting out laser beams. Who knows what's going on here? This is again, today is the most, I would say, the most wicked footage that has been coming in because
And then you guys know that there were 4 plane crashes in 7 days. And they said, this is, like I said, this is all alleged. I seen the reports and they were saying that hopefully mistakenly Russia might have brought down the plane, but you never know with these people. Like I said, I take everything with a grain of salt that I see. I process it, I remember it, and that's it. That doesn't mean I believe in anything that they feed us. I just, like I said, I take it in and I process it, and that's it. You got to be careful. You got to be careful when it comes to being judgmental, and you got to be careful what you let them sell you on, what you let them make you a believer of. Don't let your fear, make you want to become part of the group. You know what I'm saying?
seeing these drones perform that we've never seen we haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah, hostile in nature. Definitely something that is unprecedented. If we see more activity, I think we got actually another video confirming this phenomenon in New Jersey.
I feel like this started right around the time too, like when they said they found the pyramid in Antarctica, and I'm wondering like like this is me just speculating like crazy, but it seems like they found some crazy new toys. Let's just call them toys for now, and like you could, like I said, either some reverse engineering happened or they ran into the mother lode of some parks, some stuff that was parked up and ready to go. I don't know. Who knows? There's so many different, assumptions we could make,
Engagement, hostile.
Motherfucker.
People are mad. You hear them cursing, right?
If you're joining us right here at
That's
Third
right.
Phase Moon, give us a big
You know, come on, man. If this is our own governments, let us know so people don't gotta be worried.
thumbs up. Share this link around the world. Copy paste it to the social media, because what we're looking at is more confirmation of this is getting a little concerning, because I'm looking at this very up close. And when we enhance the video, these things.
You know, these guys on Third Phase of the Moon, they have a documentary on Amazon Prime right now, I believe. So if you want, you know, since they be holding it down, you could check to see it's called forget what it's called, but just Third Phase of the Moon, Amazon Prime, it should pop up documentary and you good to go. You know, it's up to you to check it out or whatever.
Are moving very fast. The projectiles, if these are projectiles, this almost looks like a battle situation. This isn't speculation. We're just looking at this video here. It's obviously something shooting out of this drone.
Yeah,
what the heck is going on?
You know, whether there's
things are we're not in camp.
Whether there's something in front of the camera, that's definitely a yes.
Here, it's obviously something shooting out of this drone. What the heck is going on?
Yeah, things are we're not in Kansas anymore. Let's just say that this is wild stuff.
I said Wizard of Oz
is coming within the past couple hours. Right now, we're looking at, you could say, because what's going on? What is happening in New Jersey, and not just New Jersey? It's kind of happening around the planet at the same time. We just got reports that they could.
Yo, Barbara, that's a 15-minute drive from me. That's a 20-minute drive for me where that stuff is going down. You would jump in the whip. My block is right there. You would head that way, and then once you hit like Myrtle Avenue, you would make the right, and that'll take you right towards Manhattan, and then you're pretty much already there. You take one of the expressways to Staten Island, and the other one, I believe, goes to Jersey. And then you're really there. You know what I'm saying? It's Staten Island. Yeah, Staten Island and Jersey. You know, I'm not a big driver, you know. So, you know, I've always took public transportation or a cab. I'm not the driving type. I'm not keen on getting a garage or looking for parking on my block. Is the most craziest stuff. People get home after work and they roll around the block for a half hour before they find a parking spot on their own block.
Be even in Hawaii. Somebody just gave us a heads up on that. So if that's the case, any state, it could happen. It's happening right now.
Yeah, we got an update with regards to apparent sighting right here, right outside of a window of a neighborhood here in Hawaii, and we've got photographic and video evidence. Stand by for that. But what we're looking at here is something very hostile, in my opinion, and they should be brought down. Look at as we bring this footage once again, and we just want to let everybody know this isn't a hostile country down. Like, you know, Iran or Syria or Lebanon. We're looking at right here in America, in New Jersey, what we're looking at here. And we don't want to get people riled up and start. Yeah, we're not fear mongers here. We just wanted to share with you what's.
Piece of effort.
Everybody out there, you got to be ready and have your cameras ready. We need to let our lawmakers know right now. I don't care about who's president today or tomorrow or next month. Our president needs to do something and basically get this mystery solved and just admit it, that we know what they are, that these drones are part of our probably private assets, and we're just
See, he thinks the
working. But
same.
I don't know. They got a lot of explaining to do. Let's just hope that this doesn't go wrong direction. Okay, breaking news coming in. Watch this.
A major response from authorities that could be related to an incident. Fox 90 is live from that scene. Stephanie, obviously so much frustration at what is even happening in the skies above us. So this might be a big answer.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get any answers from the major media. And again, this is breaking news. It's a developing story. But notice as they talk about apparent crash and retrieval, we're not seeing any kind of crash debris. But watch this.
Yeah, Bianca, I talked to several people who tell us they heard a drone crash somewhere about where I'm standing. We're working to get that information confirmed with officials. Our chopper has been flying over the area this morning. Here's some video. We're showing you that view from above. We're in a shopping plaza in Hillsborough, just through 206. First respond all morning. Police concerns are growing. Colors in drone activity very bizarre.
Well, definitely the drone.
And even like whatever crashed, it wasn't powerful enough to break through the concrete. But it does look like a big giant stain right there. So, I definitely believe that, what they said or whatever. I mean, not definitely, but I'm just saying I could believe that something went splat there, but hold on a second. Something playing by accident. So, hold on a second.
Who knows what it is, but they're ejecting something out of it. It's just insane. But we don't see any. We don't see any debris. Where's the debris?
She heard the drone crash happened overnight here, but in several right now.
All right, yo, before I forget too, I definitely want to I was gonna say it before in one of the other. I have a habit of forgetting to talk about everything in the title. So about Saquon Barkley, man, he's gonna play the Giants next week. He needs 101 yards to break Eric Dickerson's single season rushing record. The crazy thing is that they don't, this is sports real quick, because I said I was going to talk about it in the other video and I didn't get to it. And what I was going to say, he was a Giant for a while, an amazing running back. And we traded him, and the team that we traded him to, he actually is the best running back in the world this year, and he is on pace to break Eric Dickerson's single season rushing record. And it could have been today the game. What's crazy is the answer could be in already, but I'm not gonna check because it could be a Monday night game too. Today's Monday night. It had to be today. I'm too scared to look. Well, we're gonna find out if Saquon won the rushing record, if he broke the rushing record, Eric Dickerson's rushing record. And you know what? Let's check right now. I can't not do it. Give me 1 second, people. Did Saquon break the record He didn't. Oh no, the game. When is the game? All right, hold on 1 second. When is Saquon Barkley's next game? Giants schedule next game. All right, I should get it. I think, yeah, all right, I got it. All right, guys. All right, finally, the game is in 5 days. Yeah, I really wish I pray. I'm praying for him to get the record. You know, um, even though he's not a Giant no more, you know how New Yorkers are. But I'm definitely rooting for Saquon Barkley to get the record. Eric Dickerson's had it for a long time. It's got to be at least 50 years now. So, I'm in 5 days, we'll see if Saquon Barkley gets the record. So, yeah, I was just looking at the wants to play in Week 18 game. Of course he does. Crazy. Let's check that out. Saquon Barkley was asked if he wants to play in Week 18. I had to. Saquon Barkley can pursue history at his former team's expense in Week 18. Yeah, that's the crazy thing, that he's gonna be able to do it to the Giants, the team that let him go. It may be best for him and the Philadelphia Eagles if he doesn't. How do you figure? The star running back added 167 rushing yards to his 41-7 over the Dallas Cowboys. Friend's a Cowboy fan. Barkley now has 2,005 yards rushing, putting him 100 shy of Eric Dickerson's single season record. Barkley has already cleared the triple-digit threshold 11 times this season. It's crazy how you give away a player, and it's refreshing. He probably feels good playing on a different team, and he just had the most amazing year, not just of his life. He is on the verge of having the most amazing season in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? I know I just changed the topic out of the blue, but I had no choice. I don't like that I put stuff in the title and then I don't get around to talking about it. So before this becomes old news, I wanted to address this real quick. All right, so also let me just let me just finish this out with you guys too also. And I also want to say something about the jail thing that's going on right now. Let me check the comments. Oh, I'm seeing your comments right now, Barbara. I appreciate that. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, all right, this definitely gets a highlight. Yes, Eric Dickerson was the man. That's right. You know, like I said, 50 years. That's a long time to hold a record. You know what I mean? So let me share the rest of the video we were watching before, and then I'm gonna say something quick about the Marcy Correctional Facility thing, and then we're gonna call it a night. All right, give me 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening. It's hot. Look at the responders. You even have hazmat on the scene there too, so they don't know what's inside the
Yeah,
drones. Maybe
hazmat on the scene.
like they're bringing hazmat, they're all protect themselves too. At the same time, those guys are kind of standing back from kind of this debris field right there. All we see is kind of liquid on the tarmac.
See, that's what I was saying. It didn't break the concrete.
What this made drones are used battery powered. Yeah, good call. And watch our exclusive interview. Well, we want to share it with the world. So anyway, I want to let you know what we spoke about with Billy Carson and Dr. Stephen Greer with regards to this activity. They give us their insight, and I think it's quite provocative and basically pretty much what everybody should know. Like these things, there's something going on. So watch the exclusive interview on Third Phase of Moon, and don't forget Battle for Disclosure. It dropped, and it is the time to watch it right now on Amazon, iTunes, all streaming services. Battle for Disclosure breaks down.
That's what it's called. Battle for Disclosure.
Regards to what's really going on within the military and the cover-up of this technology. And as we're looking at some of this once again coming out of New Jersey, I think this is the big breaking news of the night, of basically the whole week when we're looking at videos like this. Yeah, we're texting back and forth with Steven today, Greer, and he was kind of mentioning statements about like maybe CNN's doing these follow cover-ups for B-roll for this incoming story, and what's really going down with these drones and where they're coming from. It might be some sort of military psyop probe.
Right, guys.
Also concerning when these videos are this unknown.
That's a different angle. I couldn't stay seeing the same angle.
ET, but again, it's really bizarre. You're not hearing any like shots fired. Usually on a military field in a scenario with Apache helicopters, jets.
I never seen an aircraft shoot laser beams in my life, and if it wasn't unless it was in a movie.
Shooting off missiles, bullets. You're going to hear it. We're not hearing anything. That's insane to me. I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, pretty strange.
Mind you, it could be AI too. Even he says it. The guy literally narrating once in a while goes, and you never know, it could be AI, really good AI. So, I mean, I don't think it's AI, but just, just got to say that.
Who knows? What's the technology behind these things? These are, in my opinion, unacknowledged projects. These drones that are being created by, who knows, DARPA, Lockheed Martin, Northrop. Who knows where these things are coming from? And they have assets that the world has never seen, and everybody knows that's a fact. Even the other video right earlier where we see them separating from each other, this is like we're seeing technology that's kind of new and fresh, and this is just breaking, because today was a day where we saw these drones doing unique maneuvers, maybe hostile activity that is.
You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of like the movie with the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy and the shorty from Silver Linings Playbook. Man, I forget both their names, but he wakes her up out of her sleep. They're in space, and but like, or even Avatar, or Alien Romulus, or the other one, what was the other one? The other aliens is bananas too. The one before Romulus. But anyway, when they get those concepts, sometimes I say to myself, man, you guys really have these imaginations, and then sometimes now I'm like, maybe it was an imagination. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna make people wake up. Yeah, the people got to realize that when we're here in the major media and these major players come out, lawmakers say we don't know what they are. Hey, they know exactly what they are. And again, I think it's ours. This isn't War of the Worlds. It's
Allegedly,
a
I
war
believe
of
so too.
I don't know, insight and trying to gain knowledge to expose and get down to a mystery. Everybody.
All right, guys, they're showing the same footage again. Let me stop this real quick. All right, man. Listen, you know, I did a segment on the guy who was unalived in Marcy Correctional Facility in upstate New York earlier, and you know, I forgot his name, but my bro spent like 15 months there, and I don't know where he spent the other short stretch he did, but you know, it breaks my heart to even, like, I've always had an idea, but you know how you say unless you've been through it, you can only imagine. Well, this was just more proof that I never understood what he went through. You know what I'm saying? The not knowing who you're around, what the person could just out the blue, you know, do to you. And that's the inmates, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't even the inmates. These are the people that are supposed to be keeping, you know, dudes from doing foul stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And for me to know that my bro was in a place where that wasn't even the inmates, bro. That's law enforcement. They take oaths. And to see them striking that man like they did, I had to put the content restriction up to, you know, you got to say you're 18 on that video. And I rarely do it because I try to keep my dialogue clean now, you know, and if I really know that it's like that, then I'll change it. It's rare though, but it was so graphic that I had to do it, you know. Listen, I just want to send my heart out to the guy's family. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if everything is looking like, you know, it is what it looks like, I hope they sue them for $100 million. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that I would say the jail systems are messed up because most people don't care about criminals. Even if it's some stuff that their family member would do and it's not something, you know, it's not a violent crime. People mostly are disturbed by violent crimes. You know, not saying that stealing is okay, but I'm just saying violent crimes are like different, you know. And I'll tell you something, when you're in the hood and you get into beef, that's different too. I really think they should take into consideration, you know, that sometimes a guy has to stand up to another guy, you know. But like I said, I don't want to go there. I want to stay focused on the man's family. Like I said, my prayers is with you. It's not about money. I only said that because I was being spiteful. But God bless you guys. You know what I'm saying? My prayers are with you. And Barbara, you have a blessed night, man. You know, God bless anybody that's seen the video, anybody that sees it in the future. You know, things gotta change, man. People just gotta start, you know, not always thinking with their brain. Use your heart sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Spankdog. I'm out of here. Have a good night, Barbara.